quote.
But I want to know your quote as well, if I have to reference it.
You will hear it.
When?
You don't have to reference my quote.
I might.
So Fritz goes first, then goes you, and I go last.
Go down well.
Because
I just have to remember us in the woods, and nothing is going to go down well.
Okay, so we have a comment. It's a hand. Niels has just posted a hand.
That's very nice of you.
Who's Niels?
I think he might be waving.
He's a friend of mine.
And
he loves podcasts.
Keep an eye on that. Okay, so this is live.
I would have worn like long pants if I'd known this is the...
We're not on a... Just...
If we knew this was going to be the angle, right?
Is this the angle? Are you kidding?
Well, what else do we have?
You could put it higher.
But is this the actual camera angle?
Of what camera?
I look like a huge fat guy who's also...
Of what camera?
Welcome to every other podcast. White, fat men talking.
Yes.
So much headache at the moment.
Grab your whiskey. Well, I'm kind of in the shot. So if you comment, if we see a question pop up, we might actually... I
can't read this, it's just like too far away.
Yeah, well, lean in. Oscar has good eyes. Oscar can zoom in with his phone, which is still free.
Oh, I thought with my eyes.
Okay. That's not on.
Solid one person watching, I'm loving it.
What are you?
Okay, so you doing the first quote, then you, then me. Okay.
Shall we maybe toast to crime first, as we usually do? So, to crime?
To crime.
To crime.
To crime.
Right.
Okay, we are live in 3, 2, 1. People are never happy with what they have. They want what they had or what others have. I'm a bad man who doesn't waste time wondering what could have been, when I am what could have been and what could not have been. I live on both sides of the fence, and the grass is always green.
I was born ready.
As a general rule, there is an increase in crime when the moon is full.
Oh, and thus, welcome to How Do I Rob This, the podcast where we plan the perfect heist. With me, as always, the howling criminal from South Africa,
Oscar Brown.
My name is Sebastian Weisbach, and this time our first guest for this podcast. First guest for this podcast. You might have heard her in the quote section of the week. It's your time to introduce yourself.
Just Linus.
Just Linus, do you want to maybe elaborate on what you do? You can say no.
Maybe later.
Okay, fine. So we are here in the Heist Lounge where we plan the perfect heist, as we are prone to do. As always, we have 3 rules. Number 1, we always get away with it. Number 2, we don't kill people. And number 3, we only steal from people that deserve to be stolen from. And this month, Oscar...
It's me. I finally brought a topic again. I know, it's
great.
amazing.
Can't wait. So we're going to start with a pop quiz as usual.
Yes, we do. We start with some questions. Are you ready for this?
Hang on, I just want to...
I was born ready.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't often have quotes being quoted twice. That's amazing.
Is that what the quote is for?
Yes, exactly.
Hang on. No, sorry. We have to start again.
We have to start again?
Yes, we're recording only one track.
This is really...
I know.
Super embarrassing. What happened?
I do apologize. It went to just record one track. Is usually both.
Sorry, one person watching this live. You're going to have to listen to the whole intro again.
It's even going to be better this time because we rehearsed it once. Okay. 3, 2, 1. People are never happy with what they have. They want what they had or what others have. I'm a bad man who doesn't waste time wondering what could have been, when I am what could have been and what could not have been. I live on both sides of the fence and the grass is always green.
I was born ready.
As a general rule, there is an increase in crime when the moon is full.
Oh, and thus welcome back to How Do I Rob This, the podcast where we plan the perfect heist. Sometimes twice because I kind of messed up the recording, but never mind that. With me as always is the howling criminal from South Africa,
Oscar Brown.
My name is Sebastian Weisbach, and with us for the first time is...
Linus Petit.
Very, very nice. We actually had some time to practice.
And thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and be with us tonight.
Yes, he's drawing a penis as we speak on his
I just seem to be busy, but actually I'm not doing a lot. I'm just an average guy with an average job in an average city.
That should have been your quote, my friend. Yeah. Anyway, so in case you're wondering how this show works, one of us will bring a topic, something to steal or someone to steal from. We've got 3 rules. Number 1, we always have to get away with it. Number 2, we don't kill people. And number 3, we only steal from people that deserve to be stolen from.
And I brought a topic today. And in case you don't know, we don't really prepare much. So I generally know what we're going to steal, and then we sort of make it up as we go along, right? So
you can't really tell because we always seem to be so over-prepared.
Right, exactly.
I prepared nothing at all.
Excellent.
Like nothing.
Well, we found you lying on the street and just sort of dragged you into the heist lounge.
This is my job.
There's an episode about that, isn't there? So we start off with a little bit of a pop quiz, and I'll start off this way. What costs $50,000 per gram?
$50,000 per gram.
It's got to be something from Paris Hilton, I think.
It seems to be...
There's not a lot of that to go around.
Yeah, it's too pricey for a metal. So I don't think it's gold or platinum.
I'll ask you another question.
Yes.
The same thing.
What do you mean the same thing?
Like the same...
Is it Ron
I'll
Jeremy's,
ask you a different
Jeremy's
question.
sperm?
I'm not going to ask you the same question again.
Did you just say Ron Jeremy's sperm?
Must have sounded like it.
Did you ever
comes per gram.
Did you ever play the game Hearts?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know the trick in the game where you start collecting only the hearts?
Shooting for the moon.
Exactly.
Are we going to steal the moon?
Something like that. So believe it or not, moon rock is illegal to own. The rock brought back by NASA from the moon is illegal to own by everyone except for NASA. There's a lot of it missing, and it's worth $50,000 per gram.
Okay. So I feel that there would be a moon rock in, what's the big center called? Like the big museum, the big science museum in Washington. Is it in Washington?
You mean like the Kennedy Space Center
in
Orlando?
Not the Kennedy Space Center, but there's a natural history and science museum somewhere in the US.
Possibly.
You're so intellectual. Honestly, it's amazing.
I know.
But speaking of this, like, wouldn't this be like a great business opportunity? You know, like in Berlin, where like every tourist, I don't know why, but people do it, buy these little pieces of like pieces of the wall.
Yes.
Like, there's never seen the wall. It's just, I think it's just like compressed, I think like garbage or like biodegradable garbage.
Yes.
But people spend like between like 10 and 50 euros on it.
They don't really, do they?
Yeah, they do.
They buy it.
Yeah, I work at the concierge. They buy like a piece like this, like, I don't know, like 10 by 4 centimeters. It's I think like 49 euros. In a souvenir shop, and they buy it. So
and
maybe
how do they know? How do they know that it's from the wall?
But it's never, it isn't from the wall, but they just think it's from the wall and they buy it because they are stupid tourists.
Right.
But if we take like a piece of gravel, like what this is, and rebrand it as like things from the moon, maybe we can like upscale the business a bit.
You mean we can sell more than what we actually have? And then we're not going to sell it at $50,000 US. We're going to sell it.
No, we're going to like make a good price and we sell it like for like, let's say like 100.
Okay. But we still have to steal it.
No, we just say any type of gravel.
I believe that goes against our decency as thieves.
Yeah,
just grabbing something.
We get away with it. We won't kill anyone. Yeah, it's not stolen.
Yeah, but we can't just start a business. Like that's not what we do on this podcast. Yeah. Like we have to steal something first before we start the business.
This would be a side job.
You mean? Wait, are you gonna like undercut us? We're gonna go through like the whole thing trying to steal the moon rock, and then like we'll find out you're just selling it for much cheaper on the internet.
No comment.
All right, I still think we should plan A, go to the moon.
Go to the moon.
Just grab whatever stone we can find there.
I think there's enough of it here because there's a difference between moon rock that was brought back from NASA and moon rock that was brought here by its own accord, like comets and stuff.
How would a comet collect moon rock?
I don't know. There's moon rock.
Because it's like a piece of the moon that just sidetracked and then just went off and went to Earth.
Thank you.
But
why would you go through all the effort of going to the moon if it's already on Earth? We just have to find the location, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe it's more valuable if it's fresh.
Fresh moon rock?
Yeah. Okay, fine.
You just really want to go to the moon.
You have to put it in the cooler.
We can.
I know it's most likely not in the heist budget too.
We can look into it. I mean, they've just opened up the International Space Station for tourists.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's an option.
Let's see if it's in the budget.
Okay.
But even on the International Space Station, we are still a good chunk
distance
off
away.
the moon. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're not even close.
good choice of words.
So, moon rock on Earth. Do we get anything else, or do we just go into the first research break straight away?
I think we should go into the first research break and see where this moon rock is,
Okay.
where the larger deposit is, and see what we can find.
right.
Oh, there's one little tidbit of information I do know. We're not the first people to try.
Ooh,
What?
What happened to the others?
Well, they all get caught in the end. So
But is it like a top 3 moon rocket?
yeah, definitely.
stealers.
No, people have stolen like a lot of moon rock, and it's been sold on the underground, and like they've gotten into a lot of trouble. That's why they've determined the market value, because if you steal something, it needs to be appraised in a court of law, so they can determine what the value is, so that they can decide how long to lock you up for. And
Fair enough.
that's how they got to $50,800 per gram.
But why is it so expensive? Like, does it do anything?
Because there's not a
it's
lot
rare?
of it. Yes. Also, if you snort it, it gives you a massive erection.
Fair enough. Okay. Is that because your penis will then coincide with the tides?
Absolutely. Every time.
Okay.
6 hours a day.
Yeah.
Well,
so we
every
can-
6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So moon rock people are trying before. All right. Let's go into the first research break.
Off we go.
For our live stream, obviously, it's still on. That's why there are batteries in the case.
Testing. They don't actually even work.
Testing.
What do you mean they don't work?
Testing.
They work.
Testing. Why is it so quiet?
Because you're not wearing headphones.
What?
You're not wearing
You
headphones.
will never see the idiot.
There, to the left.
Testing. What, the second one from the
The
top?
green spike.
From the bastion.
The green spike is the live one. Yes, look.
Good.
Do we have interaction?
Yes, Judith and Juliana online. Hi, girls.
Hey girls, we're late, so we're doing this live. You can just, you know.
Are they coming over?
No.
Oh.
This is not an invitation to come drink. Wow, talking to this microphone. It's not an invitation to come drink with us, but you can listen and drink remotely. Okay.
How can you read this? This is so far away.
Do you need glasses?
I have glasses.
Would you wear them, maybe? Anyway.
Are we recording
Okay,
again?
no.
Okay.
But we are back in 3, 2, 1. And we are back from our research break, and I have prepared a couple of numbers. Would you maybe?
Please give us some numbers.
Okay. So, can any one of you beat $411,988,000?
Like in my current savings account? Because
Or
the
your,
answer is
or your
no.
Monopoly account.
How many?
411 million.
Indeed, I can beat that.
Okay. Well, all right, then we'll see. So what I have at the moment, I just see the word weed on your heist.
No.
Okay, so what I have is a lunar sample by the number 70215, coming in at 8.11 kilograms. It was brought to Earth by Apollo 17. It is currently in the Smithsonian Museum, the National Air and Space Museum, in the Boeing Milestones of Flight Hall on the first floor.
Well, that's a lot of moon rock.
Yeah, and it's just one big chunk of rock.
That's great.
That's 70215, which would also make this heist number 70215.
I think that's
Or
a good
job
name.
70215.
Yeah, it's a good name. I just wanted to point out how popular moon rock is, or how valuable it is, right?
Again, we're not talking about the weed. We're talking about actual moon
Let's
rock.
always clarify this, because I'll
Okay,
be like
one
getting
second.
back to this, but
Although we would have to smoke the actual moon rock. I insist.
Can you tell me about the moon rock, please?
just
the
because like once we're throwing numbers around, I'll
Yes.
get back to this later on.
Yes.
But because like your ridiculously small number, which I think is
What are you doing?
kind of pathetic,
Thank
because
you.
you're tiny.
Thank
You're
you.
just a tiny guy. So I mean, if by chances we can't afford to go to the moon or like break into NASA and like we would have to
Yes.
find alternatives, but like just stay with the name. There's also like a thing called moon rocks, which is connected to weed, and I'll like later on define it again. But the market there is by 2027 $57 billion.
In moon rock?
Yes, Oscar, in Moonrock.
But like,
So, as far as I understand it, that's compressed weed, and it is in the shape of a moon rock. Is that right?
No, you want the proper definition,
Yes.
which I found like online, and it was on Wikipedia, but I think it's like, well, it sounds like it's from someone I can't really declare, who knows one or two things about Moonrock. It's a dank primal cannabis bud that gets sprayed with or dipped in hash oil and finished off by rolling the hash cake bud in Keef shake. I have no idea what the last
two of those words.
I have no idea what the last two words mean, but it sounds really, really, really serious.
in Keef shake?
Well, that's what he wrote. Like either he's completely right or it's just made up words.
And that's considered moon rock?
That is considered Moonrock.
Okay, so...
$57 billion.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, we can get to this, get back to this later on. Only if we can't, like, see the real Moonrock. Maybe we should get into, like, weed Moonrocks.
Maybe we could also get everyone high in the museum.
Any museum
Now
should be
that-
only having people that are high.
Now that is an idea.
Sometimes you got to rock the
thinking.
moon to moon a rock.
Let's leave a pause here. No, but I think that we get, in any museum you go, like I can't go into a museum without wearing headphones and playing music, because you stand in any random picture and there's like the ordinary guy who then says, "Oh, I know exactly what the painter thought back then. The ambivalent ambience of like my soul being," and he tries to interpret what the artist thought while painting
And that's
this.
you?
Especially in the National Air and Space Museum.
Exactly. So I think if
I
everyone
love the
was
shape
high,
of the wings of the Bell X-1.
yeah.
I'm sure there's some freaks like that. Okay, so...
In every museum, there's idiots interpreting the art they see.
Yeah?
Every museum.
Okay.
Have you been to a museum?
Yes, I've
lately?
been to a museum
When?
a couple of weeks ago.
Where?
It wasn't a couple of weeks ago. It was a long time ago.
We went on a school trip.
No.
I was 5 and I got lost.
They found me in the mouth of a T-Rex.
What was in the museum? Come on, Oscar. Tell us.
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, exactly.
Okay,
It
yeah,
doesn't matter.
let's
Yeah.
back to the topic.
Okay.
We could replace that huge bud. What is it? How many kilograms is it? 8 kilograms?
8.11.
Well, we could replace it with Moonrock the weed.
Very
That-
good idea.
Yes. Yeah, I like that. Because people are touching it.
What?
You can touch the piece of moon.
No, but that's not a rule. I was reading that most of it's stored in nitrogen and is only handled by special tools. So how do we know that's real?
I think this is
Moonrock?
only the fresh Moonrock, isn't it?
You mean the one that's never been handled by human touch?
Well, you know, like,
The lunar touch rock is one of the most popular. Okay, no, there's another bit of rock which you can touch.
Okay, so that's not the...
Yeah, it's one of the most popular objects in the National Air and Space Museum.
Okay. How many people do you think touch it, say, this is one
On
small
any
step for
given
man?
day, thousands of people wait patiently in line for a chance to examine this piece of the moon. I'm reading off the Airspace mag, by the way.
Yeah.
what does it do?
Nothing.
Like, when I touch
It grants
what
you a
happens?
wish. Just one, though. And that wish has to be to touch a piece of the moon.
And it works every damn time. Okay,
Yes.
back to the topic. Okay, so to show you how mad people are about moon rock, right? The Nixon administration sent out goodwill rocks from the Apollo 11, Apollo 17 missions. And they sent out to 270 different countries in the world. They sent out a piece of the moon rock. All sorts of countries that we've never even heard of. Not Germany, though.
Did they send one to How Do I Roby? Because I feel there's a diplomatic incident.
I think they should.
On the way, yeah.
Okay, so of the 270 pieces of moon rock that were distributed around the world, 170 are unaccounted for. So the USA sends something,
Yes.
and people are just like, thanks, I'll keep this in my pocket.
Yeah, but don't you think they pose like a huge problem for our endeavor? Because you don't have to steal it. You just like make up an entity that would be like eligible to be sent a Moonrock.
But that's not like us. We're honest thieves.
Wait, are we gonna
We're
get?
not businessmen.
Are we gonna get the United States to give us the rock?
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't think they're gonna fall for another How Do I Roby.
Yeah.
We tried
We've
that one.
used that one up.
Yeah.
on a company that is now bankrupt, I might add.
That's a good point.
But there should be like enough moon rocks left, because I don't know if you know this, but 50 years ago, 3 containers with over 842 pounds of moon rocks, and this includes samples, rocks, sand, gravel, was brought back by the first Apollo missions, and it was stored because NASA back then said in the 1670s we just don't have the technology to get anything out of these moon rocks, so we just seal the containers for 50 years and see what happens then. And there's just been like really recently opened these 3 huge containers, so there is like more than enough moon rock for us to
steal.
Acquire.
So where is this moon rock? I mean, that sounds like a lot more than that 8.5 paltry kilograms that Fritz found. I mean, that'll obviously be...
I don't know what he found, but you want to find like the fresh moon rocks, right? You don't want the old, like, there's all be like out-touched.
So you're reading off the New York Times, I reckon, right? 3 containers of lunar samples aside to await study by more advanced technology. Their time has come.
Right. And those are stored at the Lyndon B. Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas.
Are we going to Texas?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I'm kind of enamored by this idea of replacing one big chunk of moon rock from the Smithsonian with...
I also kind of want to steal from a museum.
I like stealing from museums. That's why I can't talk about the last time I was at a museum.
Oh, which is also where I feel we can cause the most amount of chaos.
Because that's what we do?
Yeah.
I mean, but wouldn't you want to... I mean, what would be more fantastic of a diversion than, like, a rocket going off at the Lyndon B. Johnson?
Oh, I was going to say a plane taking off from the Boeing Milestones of Flight Hall.
Are those still operational?
I wouldn't say they are, but I reckon we can smuggle one in.
Well,
like an entire airplane.
Yes.
Obviously, it's a very good idea. Because, yes, why not? Let's buy the airplane first.
Yes.
Smuggle it onto the what's it called? The tarmac.
Yes. We gift it to them.
Yeah.
We gift them a Boeing.
How about a very famous airplane, like, I don't know, say the one that Exupéry was shot in?
No, but why not get like the Rosinen bomber, which is outside of the Technical Museum in Berlin, because it's outside anyway. Because this way we wouldn't have to break it. We just like it would be like a loan from the Technical Museum in Berlin. It's still fully operational, I think. If it's not, we can make it operational.
Can it fly across the Atlantic?
Well, we'll make it fly.
I think they can.
I'm an airplane paper professional.
We might have to stop in Ireland first, but from there I feel we can cross the Atlantic.
But this is only to get like booze. So if you're confident enough,
that was going to be my next question. Could we stop in Scotland instead?
I reckon we can. Yes.
And also we can use it to like maybe in Scotland or Iceland. We like load it up with like the weed moon rocks, just so we have them as like a spare trading part.
Can't we legally get them in Washington D.C.? Isn't smoking weed legal in D.C. now? Because it's legal in a few states in the US.
We need to make this flight worth our while. How about we stop in Amsterdam, right? We load up this airplane. We load it up. I mean, we need to figure out how much fits into the Rosinen bomber.
A lot.
And then we fly to Washington, right? We unload that guy. We distribute to some people who will do, the hands-on distribution. And then we fly back with the moon rock.
Okay. Good. Sounds like a very good, rough, solid plan. I still think we should get everyone high in the museum, though.
It could be fun. But
imagine if everyone in the museum was high. Do you think they'd still be suspicious of a plane just casually rolling in?
Not at all. But you know what I'm worried about?
Shoot.
Children. The effects of weed on the developing brain are very bad.
Yeah, but all children are like in the little ballpark, where they jump in and play with the little balls. So I think we just have to make sure there's like a ballpark, or a ball pool, or whatever you call it.
Do they have something like Lange Nacht im Museum?
No, we should get... there's also kids at Lange Nacht im Museum. No, we should get like a Fortnite tournament going.
Or just get a regular clown who does like balloon dogs and stuff.
Yes, but the kids aren't from the 1970s.
Yeah.
I want to say...
No point taken.
So we get a Fortnite clown?
Tournament.
Fortnite clown.
No, just have a Fortnite tournament outside for all the kids to compete in.
and then
And maybe
they
have
won't
one
go
of
to the
the, have
museum.
Marshmallow there. He's apparently a DJ, and he had a gig in Fortnite.
Okay, I can only work with this if we make the assumption that there will be no children in the museum at that time.
Let's postpone this a little bit, because I think it really, like, you guys, you are like jumping the queue here a bit, because what you don't put in into consideration, I've
Yes.
researched this thoroughly in 2 minutes. We're not like the first ones to try to steal moonrock. In 2002, 2 interns actually succeeded in stealing millions and millions and millions of dollars in moonrocks. And they did it. They were interns at NASA, because like the ordinary person obviously can't go where
My
stuff
mom
is.
told me I can be whatever I want to be. So if I want to be an intern
Shall
at
I
NASA,
tell him?
If
I
you
can
want to
still-
be a moon rock.
I want to be a moon rock. I could still be an intern at NASA if I wanted to be. And then why
Yes,
am I
but-
saying NASA?
yes,
I don't want to
I mean
disappoint
NASA.
you. I don't-
NASA?
NASA.
Oscar, you can
yes,
be
yes, but then
everything you want.
wouldn't be a regular person. Then you would be that intern.
Yes.
Of NASA.
But I would be that intern who still has the world at his feet.
If you want to be me, that's also fine.
I don't want to be you.
Can we please proceed with the story?
Okay. So anyway, so these 2 interns, they actually broke in. Well, they didn't break in. They were at NASA. So they went to the toilet. They took out their duffel bags. In those duffel bags were like 2 wetsuits. You know, the way you wear for surfing, because they have like thermal
Properties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just
So because they didn't want to be detected by like cameras who better like heat different.
They have heat sensitive cameras.
you just need an
course they
infrared
do.
camera. It's not that difficult.
It's
The
fucking
military
moon
has
rocks.
them.
Okay.
Sorry for the F word.
Also,
It's
the
moon
NASA
rocks.
is technically part of Air Force, but was same thing.
But it's crowdsourced. So actually, so they stuffed the dust and the rocks and everything into their wetsuits. They just walked out there.
They had the chunky rocks in their wetsuit.
Yeah, they had like pants full of moon rocks.
Yeah, but they were caught, weren't they?
Yeah.
But only later on they made it out okay.
Yeah, but they were still caught.
Yes.
I'm
don't
not
get
saying
caught.
that this is how we should do it, but
Okay,
I
yeah,
think we should
it
like
can
call
be
him,
done.
give him a call and tell him like, hey Barth, hi Ted, how are you? Well, how are you doing? Like, where are you at the moment? How is prison? If not, like, how was like the re-socializing?
The worst possible idea if you're going to steal something is to call someone who's failed at stealing it. Because
Well, you don't tell him your real
think they
name. You'll be like,
monitor that?
hey, my name is Bosca.
But they have still failed at it.
Yeah,
Yes.
but you just want to know how, like, you want to know the perimeter. How does
We
it look?
know how they failed. They got caught.
Sorry for
I won't be intimidated by the both of you. I did my research.
We'll see. Okay.
Okay. So we're not
I'm
going to...
just saying, let's call them and see how they are and what the problems were.
Oh, fine, another phone prank who was the official prank phone of the show.
You do. We'll use your phone.
Okay. It's currently live streaming to no one in particular, I'd reckon. Okay, so.
I think we need to... Are we...
Okay, so
Are we agreed on the plan so that we can proceed with that?
Yes.
get the Rosin bomber, which is like a B5?
B1.
B1.
We
See
can
what
Google
its
that.
capacity is.
Yeah.
Fly to Scotland, load
No,
up
fly
beer,
to
fly to
Amsterdam.
Iceland. Oh, Amsterdam first.
Amsterdam, Scotland,
Scotland.
Iceland.
What are we doing in Iceland?
Just chill for a
Just
day.
be
It's
in
a very long day. It's a very long ride.
Okay, I see.
I don't, we have to check the maximum flying capacity
Yes.
of like a fully loaded.
Yeah.
And also chill in the hot geysers.
Okay. So another research break.
Yes.
So who does the flying capacity of the
Of
bomber?
an unladen swallow. I'll do that. I'll look at the swallow.
Okay,
I mean, the bomber.
Meanwhile,
It's a Monty Python reference, for heaven's
I
sake.
got it.
I'll look at the National Air and Space Museum.
Intelligence.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
You're going to figure out where,
We'll figure it out.
where we're going to get a shitload of weed from.
Yes, so maybe we
will.
have some questions in the live stream because we are live streaming. If you're listening to this on your podcast,
Oh, we've
app,
got questions.
we were live streaming. No, we'll see. Okay.
Pause. Right, let's have the questions. Okay. No, they're just talking to each other. Well, I mean, yeah. I think they're agreeing to play Fortnite
We're live streaming
against each other. If you would work in porn, what role would you be? Like what would you be?
You mean behind the camera, in front of the camera?
I'm asking generally. Like, would you be
I think a sound fluffer.
a sound fluffer?
And like, you're
You
not
blow
really a
the
real
microphone.
fluffer and suck someone, but you want to be like in the background being like...
You make the sound of
I
the
was
fluffer.
really sure you would blow the microphone.
What do you mean blow the microphone?
As a sound fluffer.
You just make the
And
wet sound.
3, 2, 1. And we've just landed from our research break. So, Heisters, what have we got?
So I've got some really good news. Do you know what's happening on Wednesday, from this Wednesday until next week Wednesday?
I really don't. Do you know it?
No.
Oscar, do you want to tell us?
Yes, I do. I really do. It's 70 years since
Yes.
the Raisin Bombers, and 40 aircraft from all over the world are coming to be at Tempelhof Flughafen and will be displayed there.
Amazing. So, if one goes missing,
They will
gonna
not
cause a-
notice one missing
Yeah.
at all. Not a chance.
And
If you have 40
week.
children,
That's this
39
week.
doesn't matter.
It's happening from Wednesday this week until the following Wednesday.
So this is our actual opportunity to steal a...
This is the actual opportunity.
Yeah,
like,
alright.
it's going to happen. Yeah. So it also gives us a time frame. Like, this thing's going to go down fast.
And this will be a Tempelhof, right? So there's already an airport, so we can take off like without a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That solves like my
Great.
next big
Yeah.
issue, but
Yeah,
we
because
have we have a
they'll be
landing we have a
taking-
landing strip.
That's huge.
They'll be landing and taking off the whole time.
Okay,
Alright.
but
Yeah.
but we have to put into consideration the flight time to Amsterdam is like approximately 1 hour 20.
Yes.
Because here's the big problem. I researched a lot, and apparently you can only get moon rocks. And I'm not making advertisements here, but the only place in Amsterdam where you can get moon rocks is coffee shop 1E Halp.
What?
Coffee shop, that is coffee shop 1E Halp. Check it out on TripAdvisor. Everyone like is getting moon rocks there.
Yes.
But here's the problem.
Other alternatives are available.
And this is why I'm so anal about like the flight time, because the less busy times are between 8 and 9 p.m. So, I mean, you don't want to go there like high frequency hours, right?
But we're just going to spend a night in Amsterdam.
No, we won't. We don't have the time.
Okay.
No.
I
So
think-
I say we should depart with the stolen.
Okay, no. One of us, we're 3 people.
One of us needs
just
to already
goes
be in
to
Amsterdam to buy all
get
of
the
it.
weed, and then the other 2 will pick him up.
I agree.
Philippe, you
Fine,
volunteered
but
'cause
that
you're the only
person
one
should be there between 8 and 9 p.m. because these are the less busy hours.
Look, you're going to be
Okay.
buying in bulk in a huge way. I think they
Yeah.
might give you preferential treatment.
Anyway, you'll be in Amsterdam, and we'll just pick you up in a raisin bomber.
So,
Well,
can
let's-
you give us an idea on the price?
Well, I did the research, and I'm not making this up. I called the owner. In fact, I'm making this up. But so here's the math. So let's say we get there between 8 and 9 p.m. where it's a little bit cheaper because it's less frequency. 40 grams.
How
They
does that
do
make
not
it
sell.
cheaper?
They are definitely
Because
not
they're not-
doing
Have you ever
dynamic
been
pricing.
to a store?
They
No.
don't.
They
They
would just
don't
lower the
do. They don't
prices.
do dynamic pricing. There's no way.
Well, for the amount we need, yes, definitely yes. And also,
Then the time frame doesn't matter.
they are not selling anything between 8 and 9 because it's practically empty. So if I come say like, I will be there at 8, I know it's that quiet.
Okay, fine. Just to move on.
Okay, for an extra 1% discount, you can be there at 8 o'clock. We'll pick you up the next morning.
Completely worth it. I can also use like my payback points.
So how much are we looking at?
So 40 grams is 30 euros, which brings us approximately like 85 euros per 100 gram. This is like 850 per kilogram. So a ton would be 850,000, but I think we need
2.4 tons.
Yeah, this was too difficult to do, so I just do like 2 tons. So we're looking at 2,295,000 euros.
How much?
No, that's false.
No,
No, if 1 ton is 850,000, 2
Two
tons
tons,
are
Exactly.
1.7 million.
Exactly.
that's not what the guy said.
Well, he must have been high.
Well, we should definitely ask for a discount.
speaks for a
because
good product.
That's retail price.
Yeah, okay, let's go with it. Let's just say it costs
It's like
us
a
2
million.
times.
1 million.
Yes.
Let's
1
just say
million.
2 times 850,000.
We're going to buy it for 1 million.
Okay. But I think the important part is like that you pick me up before 9 o'clock, before it gets busy there.
We will
Yes,
pick,
we'll pick you up.
You have to come to the airport.
Well, with 2 tons of like
Yes.
weed rock, where like in my backpack.
Well, no, you're gonna.
Am I
have to have
driving a
truck or
transporter, or
something.
is it in a pickup truck? Or?
Listen, you're the one who's handling the Amsterdam part of this business.
They supported the entire city with like toilet paper. How can you not pick me up just by like, like, remember like in the what's the Batman movie called
The Dark Knight.
Yes, The Dark Knight, where they just pick up the Asian guy from the 10th story, like the hook. We do the hook thing. I stand on top of the house of the coffee shop. I have the hook deployed in the air with a balloon. He just hook me.
That sounds like a dangerous flight
It's a
maneuver.
really dangerous idea.
We can just pick you up at the airport.
Yeah.
Well, because both of you pilots are so safe airplane pilots.
If someone back in the 50s without the internet could fly this thing, we can do that easily.
Exactly.
Hands down. I want to say this, the Raisin bombers aren't as complex as modern cars.
That is true. And also, I know you're a Mac guy, but I already ordered a Windows computer and Flight Simulator 3.0. So you guys can train the entire next week.
That's on your own budget,
The
though.
costs for this are really important. We need to know how much that is. Is there an emulator available for Mac?
We can get something going.
Okay.
But you need the new Mac Pro, and the standalone is €1,000.
Okay, so we've got a bit of a problem though.
This is a kilogram of wheat rock moon.
Weed Rock Moon. Okay, so we could just buy one of the aircraft that are coming. We don't necessarily need to steal it. Like, there's one there that's for sale. It costs €1 million.
What?
Yeah, you can own
But
it.
that would mean we'd pay $2 million
You could own a DC-3.
to...
But I don't know.
I mean, we're looking at a potential of 411 million
yeah.
US dollars.
I mean, I'm happy to
but-
buy it.
All right, fine, we'll buy the plane.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm not sure, because they're all run by like these goodwill organizations, and I'm not sure they necessarily deserve to be stolen from.
Okay, fine. I mean, we could also bring it back.
We could.
But I mean,
We have-
to be like fair thieves, is there not like an option where we can like use in some kind of way like DHL? Like we grab it from the museum and like repackage it, and then we put it on like a normal cargo planes.
Just remember, the plane is just a distraction.
Yes. Let's just, we roll it in.
We haven't
Get
decided
everyone.
what to do with
so
the rest
I've,
of it
I've,
yet.
I've looked up something else for
Okay.
that, but we roll it in and then just fly out. Moon rock and tow.
Okay, hang on.
Yes.
Like a little bit back. Flying from Berlin to Amsterdam, not a problem.
Yes.
Amsterdam to Scotland, not a problem.
Yes.
But the maximum range is 2,400 kilometers. So flying directly from Berlin to Washington is 6,700. So
No,
it's-
but can we reach the US coast?
no. No, we're going to have to fly to Iceland, and then we're going to have to fly to Canada, and then we're going to have to fly to Washington.
Still doable.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
Okay,
there's an
yeah,
extra
yeah,
night that
yeah.
we haven't factored in there.
And I have to work on Mondays.
Exactly.
Yeah, but we're in no rush. Like, we have this 1 week time frame to get the plane, but
Yeah.
we're not in a rush to actually get to Moon Rock.
But I work.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not like you, who's just a freelancer who just
Exactly.
has
We're looking
time on the
at
hand.
412 million US dollars.
Yeah, but we've got to lay down 2 million euros in, expenses.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm not sure they're going to give it to us on
But you can do
lay-by.
remote work for a day each.
Well, you shouldn't forget. Like once we have it, we're back in Germany. Like, how do you bring it to them? Like who's the buyer?
I thought about this.
Yes.
Good.
Elon Musk.
100% yes.
But doesn't he have like enough like space dust and rockets on his Tesla that he shot to the moon
No.
or into
No.
space?
He does,
You can
definitely
never
doesn't
have
have
enough.
He'll
We can-
definitely buy this.
Also, Mars doesn't have a proper moon.
Exactly.
So if we can convince him to manufacture a proper moon for Mars, he'll totally buy this one. You can grow it into a proper moon, Elon.
You can.
You can play Cuphead on a Tesla. And you can grow
In
this
fact,
to a
you
proper
just
moon.
need to add water.
Which there should be plenty of on Mars.
Right. Exactly. I think that's worth it. So
Yeah.
how much would he be buying it for?
Oh, let's give him a little discount, say 400 million US dollars.
400
If he
million?
picks it up himself.
Yeah. He'd pick it up.
Yeah.
He'd be there.
He'd be that guy, yeah. He would even participate in the Fortnite tournament.
He'd win the Fortnite tournament.
While picking it up
Yeah.
Yeah.
and developing a new car, like a trailer, a Tesla trailer.
Yeah.
But here's also an idea that I just came up with, and I think it's
You can't put value on your own ideas.
I'm not saying it's a good idea, but we
Okay.
should talk about it. You remember that guy who jumped out of a rocket? What's it called? Felix Baumgartner?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he was not at the moon, but like imagine if
He's
we
the
sponsor
closest of all 4 of us.
exactly. But if he, yeah, exactly. But if he would do like a proper trip,
Not necessarily. If the moon had by that time been on the other side of the Earth,
Fair enough.
he would have been furthest away.
Exactly. So he's been the furthest away from the moon of all of us.
okay, let's not nitpick here. But here's the idea. So if we sponsor like we call a GoPro, it's like well we go like want to sponsor 2 or 3 more trips, and he does 2 or 3 more trips. We give him like a rather like big backpack, like a 60-liter. I don't know, like traveler backpack.
I had a 120-liter backpack once.
Exactly. So there's 100 liters of
He's still
moon rock.
nowhere near the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he has to go up to the moon.
How does he come back?
Well, he jumps down like he did from the rocket.
Just do like
Do you know how gravity works?
Did you just do like you did it last time, Felix?
Yeah, just jump out of it, and then he like shoots back. Like we greet him, like we hug him, and we give him like medical whatever, and then we have like 120 liters of moon rock without stealing a plane, without hurting anyone. It's just him. Like he can go up there with a rocket, and it's all paid by GoPro. He can collect it in his backpack. We can sponsor the backpack. Put some more.
This idea
Is genuinely good.
it's the second worst idea I've ever heard of. And the only idea worse than that is Felix Baumgartner's first idea in the first place. Like, I cannot believe anyone let him do this and that it was such a big event.
What was the first idea?
Doing this, jumping
Jumping
from space.
Oh.
Jumping from space.
Yeah, but he didn't.
That
Like,
was
he
the
didn't
most
think it.
stupid
He didn't
thing.
think it out.
Yeah, but why was this given so much attention? He should have done it by himself, and that should have
Yeah,
been. the
but
end.
like, if we do this with him, like it pays by himself.
You can't overcome the gravity of the moon just by jumping.
You jump off the moon, like off the
That's
disc,
not how
and you
gravity
shoot into
works.
the earth. You work with him. He jumped out of the rocket and he just shot straight back to
But
Earth.
he was still in the Earth
he
gravitational
jumped out of
pull.
a balloon.
Stop nitpicking here.
can't-
I think it's possible.
You can't balloon to the moon.
You give him like a little Dyson thing and like shoot, like gives him the first initial boost, and then he goes straight back to Earth.
Do you know how long that would take?
Well, it's not like he's super old.
Yeah, but we've
Also,
got to
he-
work
also
on
he
Wednesday.
would die
so-
because he would
Mondays.
he would infinitely accelerate in the void between Earth and the moon.
Yes.
Stop going all interstellar here on me, okay? I want nothing of this weird time thing that no one understands.
It's
I'm just saying, if we go this way, it's being paid by GoPro.
time is like gravity. Philippe doesn't understand it.
Good one. Okay.
So mean.
Okay, please tell us about the Smithsonian.
Something that so good news. The moon rock is stored on the ground floor,
Fantastic.
pretty much near the entrance. So all we need to do is push our airplane in, get everyone high, and I did some research there. It's called shotgunning weed,
Shotgunning weed.
passive smoking,
Okay.
and it does get you high,
How does it work?
especially if we have 2 tons. Or we just need to light it on fire. Get it. We could get it into the ventilation system at the Smithsonian.
How much do I
Or
thought
just
we were
roll the-
selling some of the weed
roll-
when we were there.
Roll the plane in.
Yes.
Oh, we can sell some of the weed first. Make a little extra profit from all those overnight stays in Iceland we've had. Roll our plane in,
Yeah.
grab our oxygen masks, set our freight part of the plane on fire,
Right.
wait for the smoke to fill the museum. Everyone gets high. All the kids safely outside playing
Playing
their Fortnite
Fortnite,
tournament. We'd have to get Marshmallow or DJ Marshmallow for that. But he's had a cooperation with Fortnite before. So if we can reasonably convince him there's a live event, an actual live event this time, I think we can get him. Like, look at him. He's wearing like a marshmallow costume. Like, how expensive can he be? We could just get anyone in a marshmallow costume and just have a playback track of his.
Just one question.
Yes.
Just because I want to know if we were on the same page. And the only thing that all of this, the Justice Trap was easier done than just shooting fucking Baumgartner onto the room, let
Yes.
it jump back down.
Yes.
Yes, because that is physically impossible.
Okay. Then we're back with your plan. Excuse my alternative
Okay.
thinking.
Is the parking lot big enough to land the airplane?
It's on the Washington Mall. Landing it isn't going to be the problem, but
Yeah.
if we try and land it there directly, we'll be shot down 100%.
Can we relocate it? The
Yeah,
museum.
we can just... It's good
So-
thinking, actually.
So we're gonna land. We're gonna land the airplane at the airport,
Yes.
and then we'll taxi it over.
Yeah. I don't see a problem. People are driving huge cars in the US.
You mean they won't even notice?
But
No.
there's like SUVs that are bigger than
Yeah.
airplanes. But now they're all like half electric.
We'll just get a sticker that says
Wide load.
honk if you love Trump.
Oh, that's amazing. How much do those cost?
I'll put them on the heist budget.
Okay.
Let's say $3.
Okay.
And then we'll just drive through Washington.
Yeah.
We need to be at 6th Street and Independence.
Okay.
That's on the National Mall of Washington, D.C.
Right.
And then do we just roll it in? Do we just crash through the entrance?
No, don't crash. It's too loud.
Yeah, right.
You have to be like,
'Cause we're gonna also-
land it silently. Like, I think the best way is
We're
like to land
taxiing.
it, like put off the propellers
Yeah.
like 100 meters above ground. So you basically
We've already landed at the airplane at the airport.
Yes.
Haven't you been listening?
we'd have to convince everyone that we're here to deliver the plane.
Yes.
But you just need like a couple of American flags and we hang it over the wings.
Yeah.
Make it look like a big what's it called, like a
A patriotic thing.
yes.
Yeah.
So we're buying a plane to give to the Smithsonian,
Yes.
and we'll be delivering it on
Reasonable.
that day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. And they've just got to open up the museum for us.
Yes.
And then the condition is that we want to drive the plane in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we could even make this like a cross event with Fortnite.
Yes.
Because Fortnite does occasionally have planes.
Aren't you dropped in by a plane?
No, that's a flying bus.
The magic school bus?
Yes, pretty much.
Okay.
Except for the annoying teacher. So we could just maybe have this as the cross event and have actual Fortnite
Yes.
pay for the entire game event going on outside.
yes. Yes.
And
That's
then,
a zero on the heist budget.
yeah, maybe they'll put us as extra skins in the game.
Also, we could put extra Logitech noise cancellation things on the plane so no one will hear it. I think just a very brief idea. I think it's
We're
genius.
just driving.
We're
Just
just driving.
slowly driving a plane.
I'm just saying
It's barely audible.
they're really good.
Quiet as a cat.
Well, actually, a plane doesn't have like a motor that turns the wheels, right? Like it drives with the motion of the propellers. So
Yes, see, that's what I'm saying.
Does it?
Yes.
Yes, it
Okay.
does.
even modern ones. So
Wow. Okay.
so we'd have to get one of those trailer things that pulls the train.
Yeah.
Which is fine because we're going to need that to reverse the plane out later.
But I can get one of those in Amsterdam
we
at the
just-
airport.
No, no.
I thought we just crashed through the windows of the Smithsonian on our way out.
Yes, but the plane can't go backwards.
Oh, yes, also we'd be shot down, as I previously mentioned.
I think if you're going away, that'll be fine. No?
I don't support this logic.
Okay.
I would love to, but
Okay, so
But
what
here's
if we,
an idea.
What if we do the
what
double
at the
bluff?
same time that we land, like that we try to land the plane, going back to the Felix, we have him like wait. We have him drop out of a helicopter trying to like parachute himself into like the White House.
It's a hell of a distraction.
Such a big distraction. No one will notice a weird bomber, like because old stuff, you know, like everyone is like, oh, this is really old, nothing can happen with this. So we can like roll
like a
in the bomber
modern
into
Felix
the museum
Baumgartner coming
while
flying
Felix
in.
Baumgartner like drops into the White House. He's never done this. And I'm pretty sure if we give him a ring saying, hey, don't you want to like land in the Oval Office, he'll be like, worth a shot. And we have like the additional sponsoring money by GoPro.
No.
Just saying.
No, it's a good idea, but we're not getting Felix Baumgartner. We can't perpetuate his famousness.
yes, also the White House, they're still
You can
busy,
rent him on daily deals.
they're still busy sorting out the desk situation.
Exactly.
Okay.
Would Trump show up to this event? I mean, if there's a DC 3...
No, 100% no.
Okay.
There could be anything going on if it's not his daughter dancing around naked.
But I just thought it might
No.
be really fun if he would hand over the moon rock to us. That'd be great.
We could get him high, but maybe that's for another heist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't he like too
Okay.
dumb to be high? Don't you think we can get him in like anyway?
Is he not high already?
Yeah, it's
Okay, so
I'm more like afraid that he will get smarter when he's like high on Moonrock.
I'm struggling. Okay, so we've got to get the plane comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Then they need to close the doors behind us
yes,
so that it's a enclosed
Yes.
space, right?
Yes.
That's when
thousands of people waiting in line to touch the moon rock.
adults only. Okay.
Yes.
And then we humidify the whole museum. We shouldn't burn
Yeah.
it because fire is dangerous,
Okay.
right? So we humidify it at low heat. spread it throughout the whole
Yes.
museum, right? And then we walk in wearing our gas masks.
Yes. Oxygen masks.
Thank you. Oxygen masks. Are they connected to the airplane?
No.
Good, because
we can
then
get
we
an
wouldn't be able to
oxygen
get
tank.
very far. And then we walk up to the moon rock,
Yes.
not the one that everyone's touching.
Maybe we can get a sound system in the plane.
Of course we can.
And
We've got
to do
400 kilograms free.
But we'll start something like Magic Carpet Ride by Steppenwolf or whatever potheads are listening
No one
to
knows
these
the
days.
kind of music you listen to.
What are weed smokers listening to? What's a popular?
We could also just play the newest Madonna
Little
song
Pump.
because it's so bad that some of people will already leave because it's such a weird song.
Little Pump.
Little Pump. Okay. Little Pump.
Fine.
We'll get a Little Pump song.
Yeah.
Is that the artist or is that the song?
It's both.
Artist.
Lil Pump by Lil Pump.
Good.
On Lil Pump number 2.
Isn't he the one who does
I do not know.
Gucci Gang?
I cannot possibly answer that question.
I think so. Logos Unis would be able to tell.
All right, so let's say
All right.
someone grabs the rock, or like all of us grab the rock. We put it in a bag.
Well, it's quite heavy. It's
It's 8 kilograms.
Yeah, but what you guys should know is
That's okay. I can grab the rock.
But it has to be like concealed in, because I researched this, in
Nitrogen.
freeze airtight containers.
In nitrogen.
Yes. So we have to also carry these.
Yeah.
Or we get like a local.
It's not. There's no. There's no chance. It's at the Smithsonian in frozen nitrogen.
It's in a glass container.
Yes.
But the glass container is hermetically sealed.
I'll get the entire container with 3 people.
It's
How big is it?
I don't know. I just made it up.
But everyone's high.
Not us. We're wearing.
Yeah, I know,
hammers.
not us.
Yeah.
But everyone else is.
So,
So-
let's just say we
We
need
can just fiddle around for a bit.
we need a little.
Like a cool box.
Yeah, we need a cool box,
Like a cool box
beer
with
cooler.
liquid
Yes.
nitrogen in it. I've just always wanted to do something with liquid nitrogen.
It is very.
If something goes wrong, your arm's going to fall off.
Well, I'm not going to put my arm in the liquid nitrogen, am I?
Well, if you accidentally get high, you
Have
might.
you given this heist any thought? You can't just touch the moon and put it into a plastic like bag and then put it in your pocket.
5
and
minutes
put it-
ago, you're going to send someone to the moon to have him jump off and back to
Not
Earth.
someone, just
With a
Felix
cooler.
Baumgartner. Yeah.
And he's the only person who can do it on this planet. Also, because like of course he'll fall down. The cooler is really heavy, so is the backpack. Gravity will do its part.
Okay.
Never mind. So
we have-
okay,
we have a
we
cooler
grab the thing,
full
no
of
matter how big it
nitrogen.
is. We need like a little trolley thing to like push it. I guess.
It's 8 kilograms.
Can you carry 8 kilograms?
That's 4 cartons
Oscar,
of milk.
grab one of the dumbbells. That's 10 kilograms.
I have super bad hips. at
Prove
the
it to our
moment.
audience.
My
Those,
ears.
those are 5 kilograms. The
I
big
can't
ones.
like I won't do like heavy lifting. I can stay in the plane.
Easy. See? That's 10.
Okay, but there's no container around it with like liquid
Yeah,
nitrogen.
but how heavy is a container going to be? And liquid nitrogen doesn't weigh much. It's liquid.
Isn't
And
doesn't weigh
nitrogen.
as much as the container?
10 kilogram of moon rock is heavier, though, than a dumbbell.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's absolutely untrue.
Yeah, no.
No, it carries the weight of the moon.
Yeah,
The moon has 1/6 of Earth gravity.
exactly. So it weighs less.
Yeah, but not on Earth. Honestly, like do your physics.
God.
Moon has no gravity on Earth because there is gravity on Earth. Honestly, I'm super surprised by this.
There's no gravity on Earth.
No, there is, but not on the
There's
moon.
only the movie Gravity with Sandra Bullock on Earth.
And
Fantastic.
that is enough to weigh down all of us. Okay. So we now have the moon rock
Yes.
in a cool box
Yes.
with liquid nitrogen in it.
We can't use the plane.
We can use the plane. The plane's a huge distraction. The plane has to depart.
Yeah, but isn't it staying in the museum so people will like stay with it and no one
Okay,
looks at us?
I have an idea.
Yeah.
I hope it's Felix.
It is Felix.
Yes!
So we're going to get Felix to arrive and he's going to fly the plane out. And as it's shot down, he's going to jump out the airplane and be safe. So no one gets hurt.
Perfect.
And it's an
That's our
amazing
style.
distraction because while he's flying that, we just walk past all the high people. We take off our oxygen masks and we meet Elon Musk in the parking lot. We do a little bit of exchangey wagey.
I think he can like showcase one of the new Tesla trucks.
He'll give us a new Tesla plane.
I wouldn't trust this.
Okay, fine.
Also, we can't fly the Tesla plane out because see above will be shot down.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so then we just get an Uber from there back to the
Yeah,
airport.
we can take his new Tesla truck.
He's not going to give us a Tesla truck.
Let's just take an Uber.
We
or
give him a
Lyft.
piece of the moon.
Yeah.
His
But it's not
chance
big.
to
It's
craft
like
a
8
moon for
kilograms
himself.
plus container plus liquid nitrogen.
Yeah, but it's moon seed.
How do we want to be paid?
Well, this is a whole different topic. We have to sell it at some point.
Bitcoin?
Well, sure, that's one option. But if he gives us a new Tesla, we can also just get paid in cash.
Yeah, but that is dollars.
Me, like a whole truckload full of dollars? Like $1
400
bills?
million euros isn't that much.
Well, you'd be surprised. Like
In volume.
in actual change, it'll be like 10 envelopes.
Okay, I'm going to figure out how much volume that is. We'll figure that out in the next research break.
Okay, do we have anything else until then?
I
'Cause
think
then-
we should
then
be paid in cash. And also, I'm pretty sure that he won't meet us.
He will meet us.
What? Absolutely. He'll love us.
He'll get a piece of the moon.
Yes.
I don't think he's the perfect
He's
buyer.
following us on Twitter.
Who the hell would else? Who else would? Buy
Is
it?
he?
Yeah. And how do I rub this?
Elon. Follow this.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm researching the volume of cash and if
Yeah.
that fits into a Tesla truck.
100%.
Okay.
I'll research Felix Baumgartner's email address.
Yes. Well, figure out what his
Okay.
daily rate is.
But we could get him on Groupon. Let's not forget this.
you
Okay,
mean
well,
he'll come in like a pack?
Yeah.
Okay. You figure out. You put together the budget in the meantime.
yeah, all right. Okay, then we'll be back up at the research break with a heist summary and, yeah, bye-bye.
Well, how not quite ready?
How much longer can you need?
Well, just okay, I'm ready.
Okay. And we'll go back in 3, 2, 1.
And we are back from our final research break. So,
Would you like to hear about
What do
the
we got?
volume of cash?
yes.
Cool.
How cool.
Do you have it, Oscar?
Yes, I do. I have it. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
Can you leave a dramatical break?
I can. I did. Right. So the volume of cash is quite difficult to calculate, actually.
Yes.
But 1 million in US 100 euro notes
Yes.
weighs 10 kilograms
That does not help us.
and is 0.27 cubic meters. So we need
Yes.
the total. If he pays us 400 million
Yes.
euros in cash, that's 400 kilograms
Yes.
and 108 cubic meters.
Well, that is more than I would have thought.
That it is more, and it's more than fits into one Tesla Semi.
I got the solution already.
Is it Felix Baumgartner?
Connected to him. But no, I mean, we already all agreed that he's going to create a distraction, right?
Yes.
And 99%, well, like 90% in my research, Felix Baumgartner jumps out of a Skyvan, which is like this like high capacity, really high altitude flying airplane that he always jumps out of. So
How often does this? I thought he only jumped once.
No, it's his job.
it was his job. He jumps out of a plane basically every week and hopes it's gonna be like viral. But like no, this one jump, like the lunar eclipse jump, whatever they call it, this was just once. But he like flew, like he jumped off different airplanes, different altitudes, very high. And I think that this was just like born to do.
Right. What's your point?
Yes.
So because he has to jump out of the Skyvan anyhow, there will be a
No,
Skyvan.
he has to jump out of our DC-3, the plane we got for him. Okay.
So
We're not getting paid in cash, is what you're
no,
saying.
we can.
Okay.
We just need 2 Tesla Semis to transport the cash back to the airport.
They don't run yet. It's still a prototype.
Okay, fine. Let's just get paid in Bitcoin then, or valuable cats, or moon rock. It's a very solid investment, I've heard.
Rock solid, in fact.
Can we get Elon Musk to pay us in Mars rock, maybe?
I think here's an idea.
What if he pays us in gift vouchers for
Wait.
space tourism or something?
Wait. Because
Stock?
I think you guys don't think it like in the long run. Because here's the thing, you know, like Elon Musk has said multiple times on like news and whatever and Twitter that he's going to take Tesla private.
Yes.
And it'll probably call him somewhere between 420 and 490 million.
Yes. So we should get paid in stock.
So we should.
Why don't we help? Like, we meet with Elon, we tell him, well, this is Moonrock. Like, you do whatever you want, but we want to invest it in you taking Tesla private.
So what you're saying is.
He'd be an idiot not to take that deal.
So what you're saying is he'll give us the cash, and then we'll be like, okay, now we want to buy Tesla.
Yes. And then it's ours.
No, it's not ours. I mean, yes, it is ours. But then, like, the three of us will have to keep meeting with Elon, and possibly because you're involved with Felix Baumgarten as well.
We
like
might have
every
to go
week.
to Mars because he might hold his meetings on Mars.
Yes.
But we might have flamethrowers. I'm just thinking, like, wait, not.
Would you accept? No, serious question now. Okay, if he's like, guys, look, I don't have 400 million euros in cash right now, and fair play to him, right? Would you accept the equivalent in stock in various companies?
Yes.
Only if he then really takes it private.
What about just the boring
Other
company?
companies.
Huh?
We'll take a portfolio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like some from the boring company, some from Tesla.
Beyond Meat.
Because this way also, like, we're
That's
not
hip right
criminals
now.
anymore. Because
He's in Beyond Meat.
He probably is.
I don't want.
Bill Gates is in Beyond Meat.
I don't want Beyond Meat.
Have you had one yet?
No,
You did.
No.
it's
But I
expensive.
will.
Will you?
I think like, the thing is, like, if we invest in it, him taking it private. First of all, I think the problem is, like, Elon Musk is because now, like, with like being it in like a public thing, everyone like looks at him and they can't really let him do a thing. I think if he takes Tesla private, he can really like focus on what he does best, which is creating nonsense.
If we don't get paid for this heist, we are down by 2,007,500
But
euros.
he should cover this.
No, we're getting paid for the heist.
No, I mean fair play. He should. I mean, I'm happy to accept 470.
We're giving him the money to take his like thing private, which he's been dreaming of ever since he created this wet dream.
No, I don't want to be that intimately involved with him.
Yes.
You're not in the wet dreams,
I
but
just
like
want to get paid. I don't want to have to semi-run
But
Tesla.
you'll be accepted. You'll take the stock.
Yes, I can sell the stock whenever I want.
Okay, I'll take the stock. Are you gonna? You're
Same
taking
as
the
with
stock.
Bitcoin.
You've just been outvoted.
no, I'll take the stock as well. This was
Oh.
my idea.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but not
we're taking a
Tesla stock.
portfolio, not just Tesla.
You would you take Tesla and the Boring Company
There's not enough.
It's just a huge portfolio.
and Hyperloop,
Fine, like
because I want to build a Hyperloop from Berlin to Stralsund.
whatever Musk has in stock.
Whatever he's got. Okay, so we don't need. Or do you think we can ask for a semi truck as well?
Yes, I'm sure we can.
Okay, right. So,
Like he's a reasonable man.
so have you found out
I
anything?
mean, he's not. But
Is he?
No,
Have
absolutely
you,
not.
Have you
He's-
found out anything about Felix? Like, is he available?
Well, the problem with Felix is like he was born in 1969, so he's not like super young.
Nice.
So this might be one of his very last jumps,
Okay.
if we're really honest.
In fact, it's very likely.
No,
to
we
be.
can't kill him. We've already.
No, he'll
discussed-
kill himself.
We've discussed this option.
Okay, so he
Can't
survives.
willingly let him die either.
Okay,
The other problem is like I don't really know like how we can communicate with Felix because
he doesn't
Like it-
speak German.
no, well, he
Oh,
speaks
he's
Austrian.
Austrian.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not German.
Yeah.
The problem with Felix is, and I think he doesn't get a lot of credit for this, obviously, is like his political views are.
Austrian.
Yeah, I mean, like let's put it delicately. Like for someone who's like jumped illegally in all countries of the world without caring about like borders or immigration, he's pretty strict on, let's say, non-immigration of a certain type of people.
I don't think that's something he shouts when he jumps out from space. He's not like for true infinity and beyond, and also no borders. You know, like that's not what he shouts.
No
Like,
people from space.
that's not why he does that. He does it for money.
Yeah, but the question, like, can we, like, are we, like, with our standards that we have, our high standards, can we really employ Felix?
Okay, well, the jump isn't that high. We could just get anyone.
Who's worse though?
Anyone or Felix Baumgartner? So here's the thing. We don't necessarily need to get DJ Marshmallow either.
Yeah.
Because we can just get a marshmallow costume for 40 euros off of Amazon.
So we could just get like a Felix Baumgartner mask and like
Yeah,
put it on
probably.
someone.
Sure.
But I mean, he's not that recognizable.
No, but
I wouldn't know what he looks like.
if we just have...
It could just be a guy in a spacesuit.
Yeah, but he looks a little bit like a debuffed, weird nun sliced alone who comes from Austria.
Okay. That should be easy to find.
Should we get Stallone maybe? Offer him the part?
Arnold is also too old.
Okay. So I think we should just use him.
Yes.
Just because your research was utterly inept and you couldn't actually find any information about Felix.
Yes, look, we'll get him. If he's questionably racist, we'll just take the chance he might die anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a dangerous job.
Yeah.
He might.
We might.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we won't. But
No.
yeah. Okay. So we'll get Felix Baumgartner. How much is he? How much do we pay for a Felix Baumgartner type?
Well, I would just do it like for publicity.
Okay, fine. So nothing. He's free.
Yeah,
Good.
Like, because he'll get like paid by GoPro.
All right.
Anything where he jumps. I mean, if he falls out of a window and he rewards on a GoPro, everyone is happy. So
Good. All right. Good. Because the GoPro survives the fall.
Yeah, for sure.
So what
only after the 2,
yeah.
the Hero 2, like
Yeah.
3,
He'll
yeah,
get the 7.
Yeah.
He'll probably get a prototype of the 8. So that settles our budget then, because we're paying 1 million for the plane.
Right.
We're paying 1 million for the weed.
Right.
160 to get you to Amsterdam via EasyJet, I might add.
Huge.
euros, 160 euros.
Yes.
Yes. 4,080 for the fuel.
To get the plane.
No, for our plane,
Yeah,
for the DC-3.
okay. Yeah.
At roughly 4,080 euros, which is very cheap.
That is cheap.
I wouldn't have thought it's so
Do we need
cheap.
snacks?
Bring your own.
I'll invite. Okay.
Yeah, okay. We can get a DJ in DC for free.
Yeah?
It's great exposure.
Foy.
We get Fortnite to organize the tournament,
Sure.
also free. For the DJ, we'll get a marshmallow costume for 40 euros. We get humidifiers. We can get them as cheap as 40 euros. We'll get 3.
3?
Yeah.
Well, let's do like
Not enough?
Let's do like 4 to have like one backup.
Okay, we'll get 4. I'm protesting, though, I might add. It's 160.
Don't ask what that was.
What was that?
It was his
I
phone.
got an email. And we'll get a speaker for the plane. I would say we'll do it in style. We'll get a Marshall Tufton speaker. That's 400
What do we need the
euros.
speaker for again?
Noise
To
cancellation.
blow Little Pump Gucci Gang
Oh, right.
for the Smithsonian, so
That's
everyone
awesome.
can get high in style.
That's amazing. The song's not very long, so
We can just put it on repeat.
Okay.
Everyone will be high as a kite.
that's true.
So that puts us at 2,007,540 euros.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but we'll get 400 million.
400 million?
Yeah.
Cool,
It's a very
400
good
million.
heist.
That's true.
Question is like, do we have to rehearse this?
No.
We just did.
So
Good.
we need to go through this in summary one more time.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So this week, from Wednesday to Wednesday, it's the 70th
No,
anniversary
I have to work on Monday.
of the Raisin Bombers. And there's 40 aircraft of the time arriving from all over the world, including from South Africa, by the way.
Okay, nice.
They're arriving at Tempelhof, at the old airport.
Yes.
And they'll be landing and taking off from there all week. And we'll just go in there and we'll buy one.
For 1 million euros.
For 1 million euros. We'll buy an old DC-3.
But why were you not just taking one? What was the thing with that?
Well, because they're all run by like non-for-profit
Charities,
organization
yeah. Oh, okay,
charities.
we don't
like,
steal from them.
we don't steal
Good
from
enough.
those kind of people.
So, that's part one. Then we'll donate one to the Smithsonian Museum.
We'll email them.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Which we can do on the way.
We can do that on the way.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be in
I do the
You'll be
email.
in,
I
yeah,
do
you'll
the
be in Amsterdam.
You'll be
because
busy.
you have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but I can do this while I wait because I might go to the shop at 7, but the quiet hour only starts at 8. So between 7 and 8, I can do the email.
Okay,
Okay,
good,
fair enough.
great. Don't get too high, though, by yourself. You'll be at the, what's it called?
Shithole airport.
Weed Café Club.
Oh.
No, you mean the coffee shop 1E Hulp.
Okay, 1E Hulp. So you are at 1E.
Quiet hours between 8 and 9 every day.
Yes, quiet hours between 8 and 9. You're there at 8 a.m. sharp. You'll get...
PM.
A PM?
Yes.
You go in the
Well,
evening.
who goes to the
I
coffee
thought
shop
you
at
were in the morning.
8 a.m. in the morning?
I thought that's why it's so quiet.
No, it's because people are at dinner.
Oh.
Who smokes in the morning?
Yeah, well, no one. That's why it's
Oscar.
quiet.
Lots of people smoke in the morning.
God. All right, fine.
Okay, and you're going to walk in and be like, I want 1 million euros
Yes.
worth of your
Moon
best
rock.
moon
Yeah, but
rock.
I text the guy before.
Yeah.
Yes.
We better give him a lot of heads up.
Like, I write him over TripAdvisor.
Yeah.
Great. So we'll take the DC-3.
Wait, how are you going to get... How much volume is that? It's 2,000 kilograms of weed.
Yeah, it's 2 tons.
That's
2 tons.
How are you going to move this? How are you going to get it to the airport?
What do you call a Schubkarre again?
A wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow, yeah.
A 2-ton wheelbarrow?
No, I have like 10. 200 kilograms each.
Are you going there like 3 weeks beforehand?
No, like it's like I mean, I get 2 like 3 helpers from the street. I give them like a little bit of weed on the side.
How much weed are we actually going to end up with in the airplane before? Okay.
I mean, enough.
It'll be fine.
I love the way we're not giving him any budget to solve these problems. Like he's just going to sort it out on the ground on the fly.
I'm a problem solver. I can
Yeah,
do this.
okay.
Yeah.
It will be at the where we're gonna meet. Where do you? Oh no.
Schiphol Airport.
Yeah, but no, because we do the skyhook
We're not
thing.
doing that.
No.
Why not?
Because we can't hook you and the weed in.
It's
Yes.
super safe.
It's super not safe. Like A, we can't fly. B, you can't hook.
You might die.
Yes.
And you will die.
Yes.
It would be worth it.
No, it wouldn't be.
We don't kill people.
We don't kill people,
Okay.
even you.
Then
Okay.
I'll be at the airport the boring way. No
Fine.
hook.
We'll pick you up at Amsterdam.
Yes.
Next
And the
stop-
nice thing is it's all perfectly legal because
Yeah.
we bought the plane. So
But
no one's
what
gonna
about
be
customs?
stress. They
Like how did we
whatever.
clear the moon rocks?
That's fine. It's for Washington, and everyone knows it's legal there now.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So we fly
Next
to
Then we
Scotland.
figure that out.
Scotland.
Do we have a whiskey budget?
Ah.
Maybe we should fly back.
840
Scotland.
euros for grain. This is we know it costs that much.
That's a good point.
Maybe we should
Fly back because I mean we can buy 1 or 2 whiskeys on the
Yes.
way there,
Yeah.
and then on the way back when we haven't calculated flights back
Yes.
from Washington back to
Yes, we
Berlin
have.
yet. Have we?
Yeah, they're in the budget.
Can we do first class to Scotland again, and then we do a bit of a shopping spree? Right?
Yes.
And then we fly back
but
to
that's
Berlin.
on our own time.
Oh, is that our own time?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Also, you have to work on Monday.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so we'll
You
stop,
don't want to be drunk again.
No.
stop in Scotland. We'll put in an extra, let's say, 2,460 on the heist budget.
Right.
Because then we are at an even 2,010,000.
Okay.
Which I
fair.
find is reasonable. So we'll stop in Scotland, get a bottle of whiskey for ourselves, because we are non-weed smokers.
Right. Scotland, Iceland,
Iceland to chill at the hot gate
Yes.
1 night.
One night.
Everyone's own account.
Yes.
and refuel.
Yes.
Yeah. we need
Iceland,
to-
Canada,
Yeah.
Canada, Washington,
Yes.
Where would you land in Canada?
Newfoundland.
It doesn't
Okay.
matter that much. We can just land anywhere.
Is there anything to do there? Like, can we do like some?
Not much.
You have to work on Monday.
Yeah. We're just there
Stop
to refuel,
dilly-dallying.
just quick.
We could fill up the humidifiers and like prepare everything
No.
because we
yes.
need to refuel there. Anyhow,
We can.
don't
We can. Can't we just fill up the humidifiers with whiskey
We can.
instead of water?
No.
We fill them up
Doesn't
with
work.
a weed.
Yes. And you need a liquid.
You don't want to give.
No, it's too expensive.
You don't want to give people the greenies.
A bottle of grain is 340 euros.
Exactly.
You should remember this.
Okay, fine.
We fly over to Washington.
Yes.
We land at the airport
Yes.
there, right?
Yes.
We
Haul the plane
We get
Yes.
a U-Haul.
with a rental,
yes.
which, if I remember correctly, is
No,
around
you
100.
get them at the airport. It's,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
an
but it's about $100.
It's an aircraft towing vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's one of those
specialized
flat
one.
ones.
Okay,
Like you hook it up. You can't just
Okay.
U-haul at DC3.
But they are at every terminal. I know this.
So
Okay, we'll get
If
one.
you've ever been to an airport, these are at every terminal.
so then we taxi the plane.
No, we don't have to get one. Smithsonian will send one. We're
They'll
donating
send
a
one.
plane.
Exactly. They send one.
It's insane, yeah.
And then with great fanfare and a parade, we drive down Independence Avenue because
Yes.
what else
As
would
our
roads be called
fortnight
in America?
crossover event is happening.
Exactly.
and where Felix Baumgartner or a lookalike,
Yeah,
depending
he
on his
arrives.
political status at the moment.
he should just be at the airport.
Yes. Also, like, he could also have his own fortnight crossover event. Jumping from great height to somewhere. Like, that's the essence of Fortnite.
But because I don't want to pick up Felix because of his political statements somewhere in like Europe. Like so he should
no,
be like in
we'll pick him
Canada
up
or
there.
at least in the
Yeah,
US.
yeah. We'll
No,
pick him up.
he'll be
DC.
there. He'll be at the
Yes.
airport
Yeah.
in DC.
He can drive the tow truck.
I wouldn't trust that.
No.
No.
One of us has to do that.
Yeah. Not Fritz because
He'll,
he doesn't
he'll
have a
just
license.
jump.
He doesn't have a driver's license, right?
No,
You have one.
I do.
I do at the moment.
Nice.
I didn't lose it.
Nice.
I lost it once
Congratulations.
and the second time
And
and a third.
that's like from accumulating too many points? Or like physically losing it?
No, like
Like
it was taken from the police
it was taken, okay. Accumulating
by
too many
accident.
points.
I have to say, by accident.
Right, okay. Are you even allowed into the US?
I am now because
You are now.
I was declared physically sane again.
Yes, okay, that's good. Yeah.
And mentally.
Unreasonable of them.
Okay. So we taxi the plane into the Smithsonian. Once they close the door, we release the noxious fumes. Everyone
Not
excluding-
noxious.
Yes,
Nice
also-
fumes.
Also, we need to get like 500 years worth of breathing equipment each,
Oh yeah, okay, that's
which
fine.
aren't in the budget yet.
Yeah,
but yes.
that's fine. Added to the budget.
Yeah, we can just add like we can just use like scuba diving
Yeah.
equipment. Doesn't need to be fancy. Everyone will be high anyway.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with anything.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
So
Also,
Okay,
but just like
so it's
remember these
4:20
little
at the
toys
Smithsonian.
that you blew when you were a kid, and they went like. I want to get one of those.
Yeah, I want one too.
I think like once we
Those
start
are
like
great.
smoking the
Yes,
museum, out, it
yes.
should be like.
I'm totally with that.
Okay, that can be our signal.
Yeah, yeah. That's definitely.
It's like
the
like
signal.
a Euro pop, and I think it's super valuable.
Yeah.
But you know how many like Kinder Überraschungs I would have to buy until we actually find one?
Well, no, we buy them directly from the supplier
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I mean, we need something to do on the airplane.
because it'll also distract people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We grab the moon rock.
Yes.
Felix Baumgartner takes off in the plane
Yes.
while Little Pump is playing Gucci Gang,
Yes.
Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang
However that song goes.
over and over and over again.
Yes.
Right?
It's probably just Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang,
It
Gucci
is,
Gang over
yes.
and over again. Yes,
Yes,
of
it
course,
is.
because why wouldn't it be?
And then he flies off. As he
Yes.
flies over Washington, the plane is
Yeah.
obviously shot down.
Yes.
In the nick of time, he jumps out.
or doesn't.
No, he does.
It's on his
He's
time.
just has his racist,
He's no longer on our
the
clock
racist
at
part
this
of his body is injured.
But it's all captured on a GoPro, probably like an 8 or 9,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hero 9.
So he lands.
They could also call it 09 because it's. Oh, never mind.
He arrives at the bottom on the ground,
Yes.
and we meet in the back parking lot of the
Smithsonian.
That's at 6th Street and Independence Avenue.
Right, where
Elon, like for you, Elon, please take notes.
we meet Elon Musk. Do we call him Mr. Musk or do we call him
No.
Elon?
Just call
Elon.
him Elon M.
We call him by his full name, Elongated Musk.
Okay, you're not meeting Elon Musk. You're out. Okay, you're
damn it.
waiting in the car.
Let's let him talk to him. Let's
No.
call him Elon M.
Yes,
Or to make it like more dubious, let's call him E Musk.
E Musk.
E Musk.
E Musk.
And what I'll be like, I'm O Brown.
Yes, and I'd be like,
I'm petite. That's ridiculous. Okay, so after that's been taken care of, he signs over 400,000 euros in stock
Just to be
his
done with us
companies.
buffoons.
Yes, to get rid of us.
Yes.
He gives us a Tesla Semi,
Yeah.
and that'll be the best Semi I've ever gotten. And that was a sexual reference. Okay, it wasn't very good. Okay. And we then drive it to the airport
Yes.
where we board our first class plane
Yes.
to Scotland.
Well, it's
do
to
we
Berlin
check in the
now, but I
cash?
feel like the budget would be
No,
similar.
we don't have cash.
oh yeah, because we invested
We've
all in
got
stocks. Yeah,
stock, yeah.
brilliant plan.
Portfolio.
brilliant
So, okay, I would say this heist is solved.
I would say that.
We've stolen a huge chunk of the moon.
Yeah. You happy?
Well, you
plan.
know,
How like the question is, how do we stay in contact with Elon?
it does no longer matter. He's paid us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, like to see how he feels, like how Tesla's going. I
He will
propose
tweet about
ICQ.
it.
Yes.
I'm pretty
He's
sure
on
Elon
Twitter.
uses ICQ.
He will tweet about it.
I don't trust tweets.
We can have like a WhatsApp group with him.
I don't trust WhatsApp. I think we should
Okay.
use ICQ or
A Telegram.
AOL
group.
Instant Messenger.
Tweet him. Like 100%. Just make it a public tweet.
All right, Fritz, make it an outro.
Yes, okay. Where can the good people of the internet find you?
Like
We're talking
your
about
Twitter
you.
handle, your Instagram
Like,
handle.
physically
Yes.
No, not physically.
at your place.
If you want to leave a Twitter handle, Instagram handle.
Oh yeah, I need more followers. I have like 3 followers.
Yes. Please.
Which would be like at pitchboombang.com. Yeah, that's a boom with a B and a bang with a B and a G at the end. Or at Instagram at Linus Petit.
Okay, we'll link that in the description below. Where can the good people of the internet find you, Mr. Brown?
You can find me on the Oscar Brown on everything.
Yes, I am at SM Weisbach on everything, and we are at How Do I Rob This on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. You can find us on your podcast app. You can find us on YouTube.
And apparently now live streaming
Yes, I
on
mean
Instagram.
not now. Now's a bad reference, but yes, that's us. And as we say at the end of every episode, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll end up on this podcast. Bye.
Very good. You always come up with fun little sayings.
What do you mean?
Off the cuff. Not you, him.
Not you. Okay, that's us. Oder Fritzing wissen sehen.
What does
The fox say?
What does the fox say?
Wave. Oh, we can wave at people. I think.